Okay, you're welcome again. Okay, as you see, this is how carto look like. You can just go to your web browser and write carto, and few carto. It's a carto platform. Here is one. So you have to sign in to get an account for carto. First, you have to sign up first. You have to sign up so that you can have an account for carto like this. I have my carto account already called Kasunga. So why do I want to teach you guys how to use carto? I am Carto is one of the function or one of the web browser or one of the application that you can use to create a map, can use to do some conversion of data, maybe from CSVC CSV to another format or another extension. So it's very helpful when you want to work with some spatial data. So I'm going to show you guys how you can work on this and how you can create a map by using a carto. So first of all, you have to open an account for carto. I think that's very direct. It's like just a sign up account, just like you want to sign up for an email or Gmail. You want to sign up for Facebook account. You want to sign up for. So it's very easy. If you go to your web browser in Google or Google and search for carto, it's gonna show you something like this. If you open your account, you will see things like this. So when you see Mercato here and Mercato interface, you can see there is home, there is map, and there is a data. Okay? So you have data, you have map, and you have home. So here in the home, you can see like I've done some some of the project that I've done. So you can see here like I have some of the projects that I've done. I have some data sets here. So I'm going to show you how. Okay, so home, there is a data. If you want to deal with carto, you must have a data. And most of the data that you will want to use when you want to create a map, they should have like a geopoint. If the data have a geopoint, it's very easy for you to create a map. So I know later on this training we will learn a little bit about Kobo toolbox, and some of you might be familiar with that. So you might be able to collect some information with the geopoints. So so you will need a data set for you to be able to work on carto. So here, when I say new data set, it will give me some connection of where you want to, where's your new data set located. I will say to connect maybe if you have your data set on Google Drive, if you have your data set on Dropbox or Box, it's depend with you. So first of all, you must have the data that you want to use to make a map by using carto. So if I say upload, I will go there to my computer. So you will browse, okay, we'll browse and you will browse and you will see the data that you want and it will be appropriate. But sorry, this is the new computer. It doesn't have a lot of data, but I will use the data that I already have on my carto home. But this is how the way of you, if you want to If you really want to upload your data, you can see here. If you browse, if your data is in CSV or XLS or in a zip or KML, GPX, GPKGB, and E, there are so many formats that you can import your data into Carto. So let me go back to my home. As I told you, I don't have the recent data that this is the new computer. I have to shift all the data I have from other computer to this computer. So that could be very easy to present. I think, okay, I'm going back to Carto. Okay, let's go back to data library. Okay, let me cancel here. I'm going back to my carto. So, and my data, here is the data. I will see the data I have. I'm going to use this water source. Water source, this is our data sets. Okay, now, now you can see like these are water source data that I have. On my water source data, I have like an IAG, and I have the geometry field, and I have the latitude field, and I have the longitude field. So what does this mean? This means that I have a data that I can process, and this data gonna help me to create a map. So the format of this data, I don't know which format are these, but I can export this data, and I can add row and column. If I have other data that I want to keep on adding into this file, so I will have to click on add row and add column. So if I want to export my data, I don't know which this is kind of data. If I want to select the preferred file format, maybe I want to convert it to CSV, or I want to export it to shapefile, or I want to export it to KML, or I want to export it to GeoJ, SON. It's the variety of days. So if I say this and I download, the file or the data that I want to use is going to be exported to shapefile, SHP. Okay, so here you can see like if you already have your data, it's give you like, you can preview your data and you can create a map. So let me see, how can I preview my map? Can place preview, and so you can see like this. Let me zoom in. You can see this is like an open street. This is an open street map, and these points that you see here, these are my data that I've added. These are the name of those village water points. Okay, so you can see these points are the data that I have on that file. So from here, you can create a map. Like, you can create a map like this is the water sources point that are available around Ngomu. I was trying to correct some information of those places. So you can create a map by using this data. Let's say create a map, the map. Hey, can you like unmute yourself? I'm hearing some echoes. Hello? Thanks. So they say there are some errors. Okay, let me see and fix that error. But the preview of map, privacy over the account, but the preview of map was really working quite normal. I don't know. Okay, it's like it's been a while. Saying this is the data. Let me create the map. Say error. Okay, since I've already downloaded the map, let me try to use this. I'm going to try to use this shapefile that I've worked with. Let me export it. Okay, copy. Some second. Paste. Extract. Okay, this is the water source fine. Okay, I'm going to go to new data set. I have to go to new data set. I have to upload. I'm browsing. I'm going to this computer. I'm going to local disk. I want water source. I have to select a shapefile. Say the extension doesn't. Unfortunately, this file extension is not allowed. Okay, let me do this. Browse. Let me select all. What? Okay, let me again, I'm gonna cancel this. Let me export the data that I have to another format. Okay, let me use this one. Let me use this one. Secondary school GPS. Let me try to use another data. It give me some like errors. So I'm going to use the different data. The data has latitude and longitude. These are secondary schools, the secondary school data that I have for government and non-government. And I'm going to start to try to use this if we can show me. Okay, so you see like, okay, this is the interested area that I'm trying to work with. So this is the map of Tanzania showing the private and government schools. So it's a very large data. It's a very, very large, like this one. So if you really want to make a map on this, you can see here. And so this is how it's shown. Like you can even label those things. Let me create a map. Oh, say some error. Sorry, I don't know what's happened to this, but in one way or another, you have to create. Let's try this also. I don't know why it's giving me a lot of error, but okay. This doesn't have the latitude and the longitude, so it's gonna be very hard to make a map out of this. I think this has to work. I've been using this as an example for, like, I should create a map. Why? Okay, but I wonder why all the data doesn't work for me right now. But it showed here. Let me see the map that I've made from this. There was an error creating a map. But this is very simple. It's really very simple. If you have your data, that is already like, it has a GPS and everything, you can create a map. So the funny thing is this doesn't really want to show me that. It's give me some error and what. But if I could show you guys how to make the map on the carto, could be very easy even to do some analysis like GIS stuff and other softwares. But at least we've know like okay, we've know like if you want to create a map or what, you must have the data with a GPS. So you have to go to a new data set. You have to upload the data that you want. I wonder. Okay, let me try to export this and see what will happen. I'm gonna export this, the data that I have right now, maybe, and see how it's gonna work like this. And I'm going to export it into a CSV, download it here, and I'm going to go back, let's see, and I'm going to dataset, upload it. Okay, where is that? It has to be on download. Water source, upload. It takes some time to upload. Well, it's gonna take some time to upload. Say spending, I don't know. It's gonna take some time. Okay, while waiting for the data to be uploaded, so that's how you can upload your data set into that. And a lot of stuff when I'm sharing the link with you on this, I think you're gonna learn a lot of stuff. But the carto is a very simple way of making a very simple map with using the data that you have, whether you know how to use like GIS stuff for quantum GIS, but on the carto it's very easy and direct. If you have the data with the coordinates and geopoints of the places, you can create your map by using this platform. So as I said, while waiting for the data to be uploaded, I guess many of my data, some of the data have got some errors and stuff that I'm wondering why it doesn't work like how I anticipate to work. From there, at least I can allow you guys to have some 2 to 3 to 5 questions via chats. And we will see another platform that we want to try to pass over it, a Umap, and see how we can work on that. I'm inviting a question on the issue of carto from the part of introduction of how to make a simple map, should have the data with the geopoints, but it's very direct, it's very forward, unless we want to do some analysis on that. But when my data will be working, it will be very easy. I could show you guys how to perform some simple analysis like calculating the distance or trying to select maybe the water point with a good functionality, the water point that doesn't work. Yeah, so so please, I'm inviting questions. So can I proceed like if there's no question, because I want to give you like 5 minutes to have a question, then we will go to another session. No? Any question, please? Okay, I'm assuming there's no question. So I will go direct to another app that I want you guys to pass through it. It's called Umap. This Umap is also a map. It's a very simple way of making a map with, so it's like it's embedded with an open street. So when you open the interface of this, also you have to, it's very like carto. So you have like to type Umap with the browser and it will come like this. So also you have to log in and sign up for an account first in order for you to make a map. It's an open source also. So it's a browse map that you can make. It's also very way forward. I can even show you the map that I've made. Okay. Oh, sorry, so I take some time. So this is the interface of that. You can create a map here and you can select the area that you are interested in making a map. So let's say like I'm gonna search the location that I'm interested in working in. I know the place is like in Gomchal. Okay, see, like also here there are tools like you can draw polygon, you can draw a marker, you can draw a polygon, you can also import some data. Okay, let me try to import the data that I've been using. I've been trying to use it on carto. So I will go to import. I'll choose a file. I will go to download. I will go to water source and see if it's gonna work. This is the CSV. And then I'm going to say import. You see, like, okay, I'm going to close this. So you see those points, like these are points of those areas that were very difficult to load them on the carto, but here they are loaded. Like, oh, sorry, I have to go back. I'm sorry. No, cancel. So like now you can see, like if I click this, it's give you the option to edit mode or to delete the feature. But you can do an edit map. You can even, what is this? What is the map of this represent? This is a water source. Mugumu water source map. Okay, so there are a lot of things here that you can work on them, like you can try to do some background expression, some URLs, some default properties, some shape. You can change the icon, try to cosplate it. But it's a very easy way of making a map. You can manage your layers. You can even add another layer showing something different. But today I'm going to work on the single layer, these water points. And also you can change the tile layer, like if you want this to use this, or you want to use OpenStreetMap, okay? So there are so many, like maybe let's use this. Let's use OpenStreet. So it's gonna be shown there. And let's try this. You can really do a lot of things on this, and we'll have this side also. You can change the map background. You can zoom in and zoom out. Okay, you can view the whole screen. You can set a map on your location. You can measure distance. Also, you can connect and edit these things on ID editor and JAWSA. So you can link all of these with the way you want them, and you can edit there by using ID editor and JAWSA. So you can see how these two are interlinking together, and you can try to edit it for more accuracy. So if I select this, if I say edit, it's gonna give me like something to edit here. So this is how, I mean, you can work with so many data in here, but there's a very simple way of making a map. And this is a very simple introduction of how you can make a map by using Umap, like you can see here. I'm not sure if this has, let's see how does it look like on Excel. I want to show you how this look on Excel. This is how our data look on Excel. Like we have like longitude, latitude, and ID and what. But if we had a name of this, if we say we put the name of this point of point of point of point of point, and we name it, when you view those data, when you view the data with names here, this like this, you could see the name of the place, and you could allow to display this name of this location of water point. But since our data doesn't have the name of the place, we won't be able to see. So, but you can, if I wish I could add more data to show you this, but I think I will, with you guys passing over and doing so many exercise and what, you will be able to notice how easy it is to do a map by using your map and carto. So I'm inviting also some question on this area. If there is any question, please come through and ask so that I can elaborate more and see what we can do for it. You're welcome. I'm inviting questions, guys. Feel free to speak, whether in Swahili or English.
Hello. Hello.
You're welcome.
Yeah, sorry, brother. I needed to know the difference between carto and the UMAP. That the carto is only for data storage, or We use the carto for storing data or what?
Thank you. Can you unmute yourself so that you can hear an answer? Okay. There's a two different platform, but they are very helpful when making maps. You know, there are people who doesn't know how to work with QGIS and ArcGIS, but they have the data that they can make map with. So the carto is one of the platform that can help you make a map when you have a geopoints or data with some coordinates. The same thing with Umap, but you can find in carto you will have some analysis, some function that you can perform that are very relatable with ArcGIS or QGIS or any other GIS softwares. But in a UMAP, you can see a lot of information here are really embedded with only ID and JSON. But it allows you to even import data with the different extensions. Like, let's say we use the data here or in a CSV format, okay? And you can also use the data here. You can save the data here on JSON. So it's really give you the flavor of creating the map and sharing the map with other people, because if you made the map here, like on the OpenStreetMap, when the UMap, you can share like, this is the area that I'm interested in. And you can visualize this area by sending the link to a person from another place, or you can take this link and send to a person, and that person can view the map that you want to show him or her. So what I can tell you, the matter of the carto is it has more analysis, more capability compared to UMAP. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thanks.
I know it's kind of tricky, but once you started opening the account on carto and UMAP and starting passing through some exercise and what, you're going to like and love this app. You're going to love these platforms like for carto and UMAP. It's a very easy way of making a map and sharing your map with a lot of people. Like,
Okay.
let's say like you have a project that maybe another person is doing in someone area. Maybe you subdivide those projects into small parcel or small area. Maybe you're working on the DOMA, but you've tried to distribute the DOMA area into different group. Maybe Shabani will work on this part of the DOMA, and somebody will work on this part of the DOMA, and somebody will work on this part of the DOMA. So when you're done with all of this, you can share the link and you can see all your work over the place. And now you can make decision, because it's very easy when you want to map the area, maybe the area that are vulnerable. Or I'm always interested in working with water sources, because we know the place that I'm living, in Tanzania, we have the challenge of water. We have water scarcity. So I'm so interested in monitoring what the water sources and try to make some decision on where we should locate the water point so that everybody can have an access of it. So that's why I've given you the example of water points. But if you really get into this, you will really like this carto and UMAP thing. It's quite useful app that you can work with. I'm allowing another question if there is any. Guys, I'm allowing the questions. You are welcome. So I'm assuming there's no question on this area. If there is no question in this area, then I think I will just have to share with you guys the link where you can read the material on this. And From there, we can try to do some assignment and share the link and see how this work for us. Even if you read over the Umap platform, it's very easy. It's like Umap lets you create maps with OpenStreet layers in a minute and embed them in your site. Choose the layer of your map, add the point of interest marker and polygon, manage point of interest colors and icon, manage map option, display minimap, locate user and load, batch import geo-constructed data like this, choose the license for your data, embed and share your map. So it's like a way forward of sharing your data and making a map in a very simple way. It's a very simple way of making a map. So uh, as a youth, as a mapper or ASM community, you have to know how to do this because it's really very easy and way forward of making map and share it. You can play around with a lot of this. So if you guys don't have a question, uh, I think it's a good idea for you guys to pass over this and try to figure out some of the stuff, but I will also share some materials with you in this video. If you like you're stuck somewhere, you can ask. And please guys, we can use a group platform, a WhatsApp group, to send some question, to send a link of the work that we've done, like this one, so that I can see where we are and where we are going.